Hello, class. This is Professor Gibbons, and I am giving you a little bit about myself in this video. Hopefully, it'll tell you enough that you can understand why I teach this course and why I love leadership. This is me. It's not the best picture, but it shows the library books behind me. It tells a lot about my personality. I'm sort of a bookworm. I love to read, and I love the smell of books. It's kind of a strange thing, but if I could, I would live in a library as long as I had a place to sleep. So, if you look at this, these are some of my family life interests. I have two children, two stepchildren, and I'm married. And we enjoy camping and hiking. And I'm a bit of a writer, so I have a wide variety of interests between reading, writing, camping, doing research for various topics. This shows some of my professional life. Throughout my life, I've done quite a bit of contract work. I actually had my own business and I did some web design. You see that on here, and I did all of the writing and editing for those web pages, or websites rather. I did one for a business overseas, and I did one for a local bed and breakfast. I've done one for a nature school, and I've done several personal website designs, but I've always done those as contractor, basically the head of my own business, which was a wonderful experience. I think everybody should try it at some point. If you look on here, writing and editing is a specialty of mine. I'm not only a teacher in educational leadership courses, but I also teach English. So I enjoy that, obviously, and love to teach it. If you look at the little bottom picture with the check mark, that's supposed to represent assessment. I did contract work for assessments on adults in areas of learning problems, domestic violence, mental health, and substance abuse, and it was sort of an overall assessment and referred those individuals out as an independent contractor. So I've got a wide span of interests and things that I've done as contracting. And if you look at the picture of the children there, that actually represents a uh, sort of a forest school type work where I worked on a project for development of outside activities for children and also helped develop a mentoring program for high school students. So I've done a wide variety of things during my professional life and have enjoyed each and every one of them. Some of them short term. One was, over 10 years, the assessment contracting position. So I've got a little bit of business experience, and my current educational pursuits. I am finishing up my doctorate in educational leadership. I chose that because I love education. I think leadership is an intricate part of everyone's life, and being able to incorporate those skills into a class is just a wonderful thing. So this next slide talks about my interest in leadership. That goes way, way back, uh, really to as far back as sitting at a desk at my grandmother's house where I was the leader of a classroom. I was teaching and grading papers. So I can remember as far back as then being in a leadership capacity. And so in this place, one of these, this picture really represents the huge realm of leadership, because management is also part of leadership. Challenges, the strategy chosen, the vision you have for a company or yourself. It also represents self-leadership. One of the things in this course is that you get to do self-assessments, which I believe truly help you examine where you stand on the leadership continuum, where you'd like to be, and kind of gives you an idea of areas that you might want to work on, whether you're starting your own business or you're just trying to improve self. All of those areas that you're going to look at during the course are going to be so important. The first time I took a class in leadership, I was astounded at all the definitions. There's so many different ones. There's so many different types of leaders. And one of the things that I hope for all students is that they get a chance to examine their own current leadership traits. We all have them, and which ones they want to develop. This is what that kind of says. Hopefully, at least in my world as an instructor, which is a leader, but also a facilitator. So I really want to help you facilitate learning, knowing your strengths and limitations, knowing what needs work in those, knowing what type of leader you are or even want to be. And I always say, for me, I want to be the kind of leader that I would follow. And so those are the types of things that I'd like you to think about in the classroom. And just know that every single human being, whether you're going into business, whether you're a daycare teacher, whether you're at home stay home parent, all have leadership traits, leadership skills. The only difference is, and you can be the leader of the house, obviously, the leader at daycare, the leader of a classroom, so many different things. But the key for me in my life, and hopefully that I can convey to students, the key to great leadership, truly great leadership, is to know thyself and to work on those areas that we need to. I hope that this helps you get to know me just a little better and the reason that I love to teach leadership. And please always feel free to contact me. I'm very approachable. I want students to feel free to always ask questions, um, and I'll be in contact. Thank you so much for listening.